Bouncing ball, Ozzie playing on the third base side of second, airmailed that baby and threw it in the Washington dugout.
Ooh, I am not sure what happened on that throw. What I want you guys to do in the comment section down below is let me know which throw is worse, the one that you just saw or this one right here.
And he's running. The throw by Guido almost took out Vargas. Had to really do a header to get out of the way.
My bad. Yes, it is.
What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. Today is going to be insane. I don't think I've been this excited to make a recap since the Bryce Harper versus the Nationals Game 1. That was epic. But today we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. news. We saw Albert Pujols returning to St. Louis and the crowd erupted. They love Mr. Machine. That's what they call him, the Machine. And then also we have some All-Star Game snubs that we're going to talk about. And the All-Star Game voting, something's got to change. And also, a lot of you guys are wanting me to talk about how the Tampa Bay Rays will be playing in Montreal sometime in the next few years. I'm not going to talk about that because my man Mark already did, but for me, I think it's good because Tropicana Field is so horrendous. I would want to see the Rays play elsewhere, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, we're going to jump into the baseball news in just a second, but I have two things to address. One, just like always, make sure that you guys use code Fuzzy on Seatgeek to save $20 off baseball tickets, concert tickets, everything like that. And also, for all of my walk-up song fans, there will be a brand new walk-up song video today. Make sure that you guys turn on those bells. It is going to be a banger. It's a little windy outside, so I'm hoping that the wind stops, because if not, we're not going to be able to record it. But either way, let's get into the baseball news. The first story that we have to talk about is the fact that Vladimir Guerrero Jr., according to sources, I mean, even ESPN reported this, so I feel like we're safe saying that he is going to be in the home run derby. I think that this is great for baseball. The last time that we saw a Vladimir Guerrero in the derby, he was winning a home run derby. So we saw Junior's dad win it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Who do you guys think should be in the home run derby? I think that Joey Gallo needs to be in it, maybe even Nomar Mazara, because he had a 505-foot home run. We're going to show that in just a few minutes. But yeah, I would love to see a lot of Rangers players on it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., maybe even a Daniel Vogelbach or a Christian Yelich or a Cody Bellinger. There's so many players I want to see. Who do you want to see? So we hinted at this in the beginning of the video. Albert Pujols did in fact return to St. Louis. I cannot believe that it was the first time in like 8 or 9 years since he actually became an Angel. It just kind of blew my mind that it's been so long. But either way, the Cardinals were actually able to best the Angels. I think it was a score of 5-1. If you guys missed the highlights, I got you.
Ozuna with a drive, right center. Trout looks up, it is gone! Into right center.
Walker Buehler was nasty last night. He piled up 16 strikeouts, but on top of that, the Dodgers game overall was very exciting. Cody Bellinger got in on the action. He hit a home run, but then at the very end of the game, Matt Beatty, I'm not sure how to say his last name. I'm pretty sure it's Beatty or Beatty. I'm not really too sure. He had a walk-off home run. This game was crazy.
The 1-0 pitch. Beatty drives the ball to center field and deep. At the wall. It's gone! Matt Beatty, walk-off home run! And the Dodgers...
The Red Sox have been playing great baseball as of late. In their last 10 games, they have an 8-2 record, so I'm hoping that the Red Sox continue to play well, because if they do, the Rays, the Yankees, and the Red Sox, that's going to be a really tight division race going forward. The Red Sox had a really awesome comeback yesterday to steal a W. Roll it.
Base hit. Here comes Jackie Bradley, and the Red Sox have. Hernandez takes off, swinging a high fly ball right center field. That one's deep. Back it goes. Gone!
So because we talked about the Red Sox, we're going to talk about the Yankees and the Rays next, because the Rays, I mean, they had a pretty good win. They had a nice relay to save the W. But the thing about the Rays is they played the Athletics. They lost their starting pitcher, Frankie Montas, to a PED suspension, so he's gone for 80 games. I'm kind of upset about that because he was poised to have a breakout 2019, but unfortunately, he was breaking out because of PED, so that really sucks. The Rays ended up winning. On top of that, the Yankees are just continuing to do Yankee things. Aaron Judge is officially back. Giancarlo Stanton's back. Didi's back. The Yankees are pretty much fully healthy again. They're about to call up Clint Frazier because Cameron Maybin's going down with an injury. So, I mean, the Yankees with Gary Sanchez hitting 481-foot home runs and Gleyber Torres doing his thing, they might be unstoppable if their pitching does well.
So much different.
There it goes. See ya. A 2-run home run.
You're on talk radio.
Fly ball. Deep right field. See ya.
The Cleveland Indians had a crazy finish to their game yesterday. We were going up against the Detroit Tigers. I almost fell over because I did leg day. My leg gave out. Oh my gosh. But before I got distracted, I was telling you guys about the Indians game. The final play, Tyler Naquin, it was really a bad play that turned into a good play because he kind of misjudged this fly ball. So he made the play, threw a runner out at first base. This was an important win for the Indians because the Rangers lost. And if you guys don't know, the Indians and the Rangers are kind of neck and neck in the wild card division for the American League. So everyone is going to count going forward for both the Indians and the Rangers. And yesterday, the Tribe, we got the dub.
Santana socks one deep center field. Jones back. He's out of room.
Swung on, line shot, right center, diving attempt. Naquin with a backhanded catch. He's throwing to first. He got him!
Man, Alex Dickerson put the giant in Giants baseball yesterday. He had a grand slam, and I think he added 2 more RBIs on top of that. He either had 5 or 6 for the day. And the crazy part about this is I was just watching him in the minors 2 days ago. So that's how fast baseball works. You're in the minors, 2 days later, you're playing for the Giants, hitting grand slams. It's crazy how baseball works.
High drive, right center field. It is out of here. And he drives one to left. Going back is Peralta at the wall, off the bottom of the wall. Belt will score.
Jose Peraza. And slicing the other way. That's a fair ball. Here comes Dietrich. He'll score. Left center field.
He knows
Hit
it.
well. Big league Puig.
The New York Mets continue to play solid baseball. I just hope that they get some bullpen help because they're still leading the entire Major League Baseball in blown saves. So if they get some bullpen help and if Jeff McNeil and Michael Conforto, along with the likes of Pete Alonso, keep on raking, I cannot believe that Pete Alonso did not make the All-Star team. But we'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, the Mets, they surged yesterday, courtesy of their offense.
And McNeil slugs one out to right field. Bryant goes back to the warning track, looks up, and it's out of here. 2/3. And Conforto slugs one to deep right center. Forget that.
There's been a lot of star players hitting home runs for their losing team. Manny Machado is the latest victim. He had a home run for the Padres, but it was not enough as the Pirates storm all the way back. The Pirates, they've been playing good baseball. If you're a Pirates fan, I'm happy.
In on him, and a roller to third, and a bobble, and a throw to first that gets past Hosmer. And up the middle, a base hit. And Stephen Braun will score. Osuna.
The Twins finally won a baseball game. They were 5-5 in their last 10 games. They were at the risk of going on a 3 or 4 game losing streak. So I know I'm an Indians fan, but as a baseball fan, I'm happy for them. They're going to be really good going forward. Their pitching is kind of slipped, but they made a comeback yesterday against the Royals. The Royals are not the best baseball team, so you need to take advantage of teams like that, like the Tigers, the Orioles, the Royals. Who's a bad team? The Marlins. You have to take. I mean, the Marlins are actually playing well, so you got to take advantage of the bad teams.
Driven to right. Tap to the right side. Through for a hit.
Run. The pitch, a ground ball. Line drive caught by Rogers. Throws to first. Game over. Double play. And the Twins win 8-7.
The White Sox won yesterday because of a guy named Zach Collins. His first big league hit ended up being a home run, so that's really cool. And also it suppressed the 505-foot home run from Nomar Mazara. So this tied the record for longest home run in the StatCast era. StatCast, I believe, started in 2014 or 15, so in the last 4 or 5 years, this tied the record. I think Trevor Story had 505 last year in Coors, so Arlington and Coors, not really the same atmosphere, so I give the benefit of the doubt to Mazara. But yesterday, the White Sox won.
Drastic improvement. Boy, this ball is hammered. A soaring blast way up in the home run porch.
There it is again. Dragged first base side by Sanchez. It gets the run home.
The Nationals ended their game on a crazy note yesterday. Yan Gomes also added with some offense. So yeah, the offense plus the crazy defensive play at the end from Victor Robles. I just love baseball.
6 for 17.
There it goes from Yan Gomes. See you later.
An opportunity in the ninth.
Swings it, hits one in the air to shallow right center. Out goes Dozier, in comes Robles into a slide. He makes the catch. He makes the catch and holds on.
Alright guys, so the games that we were not able to talk about, we're going to show their highlights in just a second. We have the Marlins game and then we have the Orioles game because they played the Mariners. It was a long game. The final score was 10-9, so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw all the highlights. But for right now, I do have to say, I cannot believe that Pete Alonso did not make the All-Star team. Same with Anthony Rendon and Francisco Lindor. I mean, these are 3 star players, MVP type players, that they're not even going to be finalists it's just really upsetting. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below before we roll the highlights. How would you guys fix the All-Star voting? I think what I would do is I would actually let players vote as well because I think that they'll be able to judge talent just a little bit better. That way it's not a popularity contest. I would give the players a vote, maybe like 50% fans, 50% players, and then just kind of go from there. But thank you all so much for watching and enjoy the highlights.
Holiday with a drive out to deep left field. Back is Bruce, and that one is going to carry out of here. Brian Holiday continues to drive in runs and produce when he gets the opportunity.
Couple of home runs, 9 runs batted in. Swung on, well hit ball deep to left field.
One pitch. Swung on, lifted to center field.
Davis at first base. Swinging a fly ball into center field and deep. Going back, Wilson's to the warning track, to the wall. Aloha baseball.